Cool. Oh no, that's number
Cool.
Hey everybody, welcome to the PJC cast, also known as the Project Cooley Crew, where we do Would You Rathers and other fun things. My name's Dane.
And I'm Jimmy.
And we have a very special format for you today. We're doing a quick dip. We're doing a little quickie dippy.
We call them quick dips, but they end up being the same length.
Yeah, but
But it's the name that's stuck.
it's
the brand. We got to stay on brand.
Stay on brand. Stay on brand. He turned off his branding computer.
How will we survive the winter?
Use the Instagrams, Luke.
Get that SEO up.
What's SEO stand for?
Search engine optimization.
Ah,
Use the SEO, Luke.
yeah. We should do that.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, Dane, we spend the next 50 to 1 hour minutes.
First you go to Dagobah. And then you talk to Mark Zuckerberg.
You talk to a very specific wizard that is also a tiny man in a hood. And he tells you about the wonders of the World Wide Web, and spiders and cookies are there.
What?
But not the scary kind.
It's the good ones.
Depending on your perspective.
Not those scary cookies that everyone's
They're cookies that are in the
worried
shape
about.
of a spider.
That's right. We may be in spooky times in real life, but hey, you want to do one Would You Rather and then one other thing?
Yeah, and then there'll be a bonus thing.
And then there'll be a bonus thing afterwards.
Probably.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Well,
Why not?
Our first Would You Rather come from... Wait. Well, this can't be right. It's from both of us.
Oh,
We came up with it.
that's right.
So Dane and Jimmy asks from Anytown, USA, right here, and us now,
It's here.
because we came up with this one. So my half was, would you rather be able to call timeout whenever you want and just take a minute where everybody understands and respects it and waits until you're done? Or would you rather get an audience vote on a decision you have to make? And both of these you can do once a week.
I love it. And it's not biased. It might be the best question we've ever had.
Ever. Even more so than when we gave each other ones. Jimmy, you got to explain to me something here, bud.
Yeah, hello. Hi.
What audience are you talking
Like
about?
the one that, like the Truman Show that's watching us all.
That's a real psychological thing that people
Now it'll
think.
be a real thing.
Extra real.
Real metaphysical.
I just read today that a guy flew to New York after 9/11 to make sure it happened. Because he thought it was just a plot twist in his personal television show about himself.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know what that's like. I mean, I used to, even before the Truman Show, I used to like pretend like cameras were on me. When I was like unloading the dishwasher, and I'd like do it real dramatically. I'd unload the dishwasher entertainingly so that the people who were watching me
We'd be like, yeah.
oh, look at him go. Look at him put those cups back in the pantry.
I used to, like, similarly, I used to think that I was in like a holodeck.
Oh,
Like,
yeah?
Like I didn't actually think this, right? But like I'd be like, but what if?
But what if?
And what if the control panel was in my garage? It's the fuse box. I'll never go in there. What do I know about fuses?
Nothing. You're just a dumb kid, Jim.
I was like, this is all a lifetime training simulation. For what? I don't know.
I mean, they are saying that there's a good chance that we're just living in a
chance.
Like, pretty good chance.
What's-
This is all holograms.
Who says it's a good chance?
The scientist? You know the one?
Just the one.
Yeah, he says it, and he puts it on the internet public sphere.
You remember Alien Ant Farm, the band and the theory?
I only remember the band and only barely by name.
They did one cover of a song.
They were Are You Okay, Annie?
Yeah, Annie, Are You Okay?
That's them.
But also, the name is because there's theory, I don't know that it's a real theory, but there's the hypothesis that, like, we are the ant farm of some aliens.
Ah.
Here on the old planet Earth. Ooh.
Very a Hitchhiker's Guide.
Is that what happens in there?
Yeah, apparently mice are aliens, and they're running a giant experiment to find out the meaning of life.
Oh, that is the end of that movie.
Ah.
The beginning of that movie is Earth blows up or something?
Something like that. Thanks for all
right.
the fish.
So, I don't know, there's aliens.
There are aliens.
Is what I'm saying.
I love the Neil deGrasse Tyson analogy of, like, picking up a handful of ocean water and being like, well, no whales here. Guess whales don't exist.
Oh.
I like it.
Man, that's
Because we only see a handful of space, Jim.
I mean, that's true. We don't even see space.
We don't even see it.
We can't
with
ask
our
an
real
alien
eyes.
to time out.
Excuse me, alien. Time out.
Just for a second.
Give me a second, aliens. I really love the idea of just being like, hold up, everyone. And everyone's like, oh, okay. Just like crossing their arms.
Like they're in the middle of a catch and it just falls to the ground.
Yeah.
Like, well, okay. What I like is you ask audience participation, but it's all aliens. And so they don't know how human things like work. So their suggestions are bizarre and strange. It's like, should I get a taco or burrito? And they're just like, burn the building down. Assert your dominance, human. I'm like, human? That's weird.
There's enough antimatter in that taco to fuel our ship for weeks. I more functionally, I guess, I could see audience participation is just like being like, all right, everybody around me. All in favor, raise your hand for the taco.
It's like one guy in line behind you, and he's like,
yeah, taco. I'm getting a taco. You want a taco too?
I'm like, I'm not going to buy it for you, but like, I'll order it, and then you pay with your money. I'm not that nice.
I'm nice. Because
Nice.
Would You Rather Magic has made me that nice.
Man. What if it was just like sort of on your device, on your mobile device?
Is the audience participation?
Yeah. And it's just like,
All of the world.
it's just everyone. It's like everyone gets a push notification,
Once a week from you.
and it's like, but they don't have context. They're just
Right.
like tacos or burritos, and then you find out what the world likes, so that you don't look like a fucking sick, nasty poser. And you just make the most popular decision always.
You go up to the taco truck and you make the wrong decision and they just like sneer at you.
They're like, oh, sorry, you lost points. And I'm like, what?
Now
Points?
there are points now. I thought this was just my life.
And I don't get food, I guess.
But I still have to pay money.
I have to pay.
I'm
That's
low. I lose everything.
That's my penalty for being wrong.
I kind of like that idea that you get the most popular. There's something to be said for the wisdom of the crowd.
Yeah.
There's also something to be said for mob mentality. Oh no!
But they don't get to see the vote.
They don't.
You only get to see the
That's
vote.
true. On your telephone.
Yeah. So you are the one true God. I hold the power of the vote.
Oh no!
It's like a Reddit experiment.
They don't do that anymore on Reddit.
They streamlined their crap.
They used to have the button. That was fun.
The button was very cool.
And they had the like crowdsourced mosaic thing where you just every day you can do one pixel.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was a big art project.
How did it go?
It went pretty good.
Did it?
There were different quadrants of this canvas that like various fandoms laid claim to. And then there was like a big rainbow that went through the whole thing that people kept trying to. And then there was the Coalition of the Void, where they just wanted to put black on everything, and it's kind of spread out.
So you could overwrite a pixel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It was great.
I want to see it.
Interesting.
I wonder
experiment.
if there must be a time lapse of it.
Oh yeah.
I want it.
It's very fun.
Put it on
Look
the podcast.
It up. Okay. I think I'm going to go with yours, the crowd voting one.
Do you have trouble making decisions?
No, I don't, but I just would like to know. Like, it would also feel powerful to me to get everyone's opinion and be like, no, I'm going the other way.
Do the other thing.
I'm going to do the unpopular opinion.
I am 100% sure that what I'm now doing is a counterculture.
I'm different, and I am me. Holy me.
The stats prove it.
What about you?
I think I'm picking the other one.
Oh, yeah?
Because...
Taking a break? We picked
hear me
each other's.
Well, hear me out here, and you're going to hate it and love it at the same time.
Oh, good.
So one guy walks into a bank, and it's me, and I tell everyone to give me a second.
Oh, no.
And then they have to, and I take all the money and I leave.
It'll just take a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, well, there's nothing we can do about this.
Yeah, we're magically frozen. But we're okay with it.
Once a week, you rob a bank.
It'll be great. Unmarked.
I feel like they'd still come after you, Jimmy.
No, because they're chill. It's timeout rules.
But still, what you've done in that time, it exists in the world. It's not
but
like everybody's frozen.
They're sedate about it.
They are
They're
while
just
you're
like-
doing it.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, well.
So that's...
What if I pay them all off?
Oh, there you
I
go.
slip a nice tenner in all
Everybody gets a tenner. You get a tenner, and you get a tenner in your sweet little pocket.
I've just written in Sharpie shh on it.
Don't tell no one.
Stop it.
Come on. I need this money for my home.
I need it to wallpaper my home. Specifically.
I need wallpaper, so this old ass money's going up on the wall. It's going to smell bad.
You know, some people collect coins. I collect shitty old dollar bills that aren't even collectible.
There's a service you can use when real money has been destroyed. You send it to the Federal Reserve, I think, and they like pick apart and assess how much money was destroyed, and then they give you that much money back for like fires and shit.
Oh.
Or like when babies go nuts on a pile of cash.
What? Wait. What?
You know how babies
they'll
go
rip it?
Oh, maybe rip it, or
I thought you meant like puke or poop.
Sure, that too.
Is that gonna ruin it? You could wash $1.
You could wash $1.
They're washable. They're clothable.
They're made of a lot of cotton. A lot of people don't know that money has cotton in there.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if a lot of people don't know that. I know that.
I mean, you touch $1.
Why would I assume that other people wouldn't know that?
I mean, it's called paper money.
It
So
is.
I feel like
right.
a lot of people don't think.
I don't.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times you just like I've had those where people just say a thing and point to a thing, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that works. I don't have an issue with believing what you're telling me.
Yeah.
And then one day they're like, well, but badgers, they don't really build dams. And I'm like, what?
Badgers don't. Beavers do.
Yeah, that's right. And then my mind is blown.
Those good stripey boys. They swim in the water.
Like, that's a badger. And I'm like, yep, look at him go.
Badging it up. What's coming up now down the pipe?
We got my favorite segment.
Oh, yeah?
Which I like to call
What do you like to call?
Consumer Hearts.
Oh, that just feels wrong to me, but okay. We are going
Expected
to...
more pushback on that.
No. Feeling pretty chill today, man. We take two odd items that we have found using what service?
TheworstThingsForSale.com. It's a website.
For the people. And we take two of those products, we discuss what they are and what they're all about, and then we try and decide whether or not they'd fall in love with each other. So coming up first is Jimmy. What do you got for us today, Jimmy?
We have a book. The title of this book is called The Manga Guide to Calculus.
So many deep life lessons.
Product description. Noriko is just getting started as a junior reporter for the Asagake Times. She wants to cover the hard-hitting issues like world affairs and politics, but does she have the smarts for it? Thankfully, her overbearing and math-minded boss, Mr. Sekai, is here to teach her how to analyze her stories with a mathematical eye. In the Manga Guide to Calculus, you'll follow along with Noriko as she learns that calculus is more than just a class designed to weed out would-be science majors. You'll see that calculus is a useful way to understand the patterns in physics, economics, and the world around us. With help from
Oh, yeah?
I self-destructed.
Yeah.
Real-world examples like probability, supply and demand curves, the economics of pollution, and the density of sochu, a Japanese liquor, in parentheses. And then it lists a lot of things that Mr. Sekai teaches Noriko how to do.
Oh, that's nice.
Involving polynomials, derivatives, trigonometric
I'm sorry I went to sleep. I fell asleep.
functions.
I like the idea of math, and I like that math works. But I have a hard time accessing it or having math hold my attention.
My new favorite thing about this is that they're calling this an edumanga book.
What other edu-mangas would be in that series?
There's apparently a lot, actually.
Oh my god!
And apparently these are... looking at some of the reviews, people are pretty stoked on this fucking product.
No, it kind of sounds like a good idea.
Like, it's pretty wholesome. Like, sometimes we get weird and fucking wild, but, like, this has a lot of 5-star reviews from a lot of nerds and parents of nerds.
It's feudal Japan. The great overlord has taken over the land, and only one young boy's knowledge of biology will save the day.
One parent says, purchased this book for a anime addicted teenager who is struggling in calculus.
There you go.
7 people found that helpful. And that's kind of just it. Like, the other books in this series are the Manga Guide to Linear Algebra, the Manga Guide to Statistics, and the Manga Guide to Physics. There are 89 items that customers
Holy
almost brought. I don't know that these are electricity databases, regression analysis, microprocessors, biochemistry. And if you can just believe it too, like, it's just the cutest little anime girls on all these fucking books.
Right.
The universe, physiology,
Oh my god.
cryptography,
which I don't actually know quite what it is.
And then after all those books are done, there's just a book called Math Girls, which I don't think is... I think this is a novel.
Oh dear.
Maybe. Let's see what Math
Girls
is about. I don't get to know.
Excellent.
Oh, maybe I do. So do you like anime and math? Do you like anime and not like math? Soon you'll like anime and math.
Together
at once.
Two great tastes that taste great together.
Oh, hyperbole coon.
Sugoi. That's pretty good.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
It's very nice.
Charming. But also, we're a couple of big fucking nerds.
Yeah.
So, like, we're probably going to like something like that.
We're going to love it. We're going to like the way we look.
We guarantee it. Coming up next down the pipe is my product from the Amazons.
From the Amazon. Nobody's made that joke before. It's a forest.
Deep from the Amazon.
There's tall women there.
True Fabrications Bonnie Boy Liquor Dispenser in black.
Oh.
So this is... Oh, no.
What is it? Delight us.
It is a decanter of liqueur. So it's a sculpture of a small boy. I I would say it is 13 inches total in height, but the boy is less than half of that, and the rest is where you put the liquor. But you pump the liquor through the device, so it dispenses the liquor as if the object on top is peeing it out of his dick.
It's a very good product.
It's electric.
I'm electrified.
So you fill up this device, and then I guess you press a button, and it squeezes out all your dank.
So you can get drunk.
Your drunk liquids, in a classy way, like a fountain.
Like a fountain, like a cherub, like a little Cupid's arrow.
Oh my God.
Touches your glass. What got me about this item that I'm looking at right now on my own, it was all the suggested related items, and that there are a lot of these.
Yeah,
there are so many of this thing.
There's at least one more of a kid peeing. Two more, excuse me.
It's like, who?
And it's the same kid. Who? It's like not even different products. Stop
being lazy, liquor drinker maker production.
There's
guys.
One that's a globe. Like what?
I'm on top of the world and I'm pissing.
Drink the fucking world. So strange. Anyway, description. Simply press the button to dispense your favorite liquor and give your friends a good laugh. This is sure to be a hit at any party and makes a great gift.
Oh.
For like a 70-year-old gross old dude.
For like an insane person, yeah.
It's just like, he's pissing.
He's peeing out and I'm going to get drunk.
And then I'm going to do that later. I'll piss it out.
And I'll piss it out into the thing so that it's going to piss out real piss. And then you'll all be sorry.
Oh, gross.
Grandpa!
Nobody wants to hear that, Grandpa.
Grandpa, you're the only one that uses this.
It only holds 16 ounces.
That's like none. How many is that?
Well,
is that like a soda bottle?
So we're not hard liquor drinkers, you and I, Jim.
No.
And so I think a shot is very small. So you could probably hold I don't know.
Well, what's it? I think a bottle of fucking soda is like 16 ounces.
Oh, no. They also have one old geezer style, which it's an old man peeing, just like we just said.
Oh, go on, please.
He's wearing a robe and he's bald.
I like that much more.
And he's just standing on top of this decanter.
He's on top of the world. The decanter definitely looks like a cheese grater, just by the way.
It does. It has a
definitely looks like that.
Very strange design to it. And then it has a plaque on it that says, the old geezer.
The old fucking peaser.
Oh, right? There it is. You can buy this bundled up with the boy one, bundled up with one that looks like an old-timey gasoline pump.
If you need to do triple drinking.
I gotta drink novelty drink style.
Can you imagine the friend group you must have to fucking, like, whip that out? You're like, I need the three of you to open all your presents simultaneously, please. And they're like, that's weird, but okay. And then they open them all up, and they all have different pissing decanters.
Very good friends.
And the one who gets the gas pump, which I assume it's like it's not a boy or a man pissing. It's the gas pump. Is secretly like, oh, thank goodness. I don't have to add a nude man. So
there's one the question. You know how you can post questions about the product. I want this for a vintage garden tea party. I want to put in the bathroom as a soap dispenser. Can I put liquid hand soap in this? That's a lot of liquid hand soap that comes out. And the first answer is, if you want to turn black and smell like chemicals, you can. Oh, so helpful.
What?
Yeah, because you're drinking soap. That's that's the joke they made. So this product of ours has 3.5 stars out of 121 reviews.
That's a lot.
A lot of people like this thing. Our
Enough of
5-star
them.
review. What a great novelty item and conversation starter I have. I fill it up with wine or liquor for a funny, entertaining way outpouring a drink. Everyone laughs, smiles when they see it. Children peeing is great.
Go on.
And then we have a 1-star review. Funny gift, but after a few weeks, the whiskey turned black. Come to find out, they painted the inside black. Can't imagine that being good for you. 1 star, only because it works.
Maybe that's what the soap man
That
meant.
might have been what the soap man meant. Very irresponsible to advertise something you can actually use, but could potentially be harmful. They painted the inside black, Jimmy.
That's... come on, game designers. Get it together.
One star, titled Garbage. Bought it as a gift, loud and doesn't work as it should. Do not buy!
What's the split on them 5s and them 1 stars?
Let's
Is it
take a
pretty down the
look.
way,
Let's
or-
take a look. 49% 5-star, 23% 1-star.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not bad. On the whole,
Something that'll fucking... I feel like most people that reviewed it bought it as a gift.
Yeah.
Didn't use it.
he loved it. It does dispense the liquor rather forcefully. He loved it. Whoever that is, he loved it.
This child has a blood alcohol content of 100%.
Oh, there's a picture of them using it.
Oh, I didn't know.
The actual
Oh no, it's
like
very bad.
sculpture, it's not an actual penis. It's like a metal tube. So you're not actually.
You're not gonna get put on any lists. Maybe.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Got this for my friend's 21st birthday, and she loved it. Had everyone rolling laughing. Works perfectly. Great. Put some apple cider in there.
I love the idea that like you need a conversation starter.
You need a conversation starter.
And the conversation starter you need is a nude male. Look at this nude
Child.
male. Oh, how interesting.
Child. How much would you pay
Well, the old
for
man
it?
is an option.
That's true.
That's what I'm thinking.
How much would you pay for this?
I forgot to ask you that for me.
Yeah, you did.
I fucked up.
Too
the
late.
format.
No, we moved on.
Oh, feels expensive, but oddly cheap also. Is it stone or is it plastic?
Oh, that's a very good question.
If it's plastic, I think it's like $40.
It has a choking hazard on it. If you care to know about that.
I do.
Features and details. This isn't.
Features and P-tails.
It doesn't say. This isn't funny.
Okay. It's hilarious. Listen,
Hey, it's not funny.
I'd pay.
It's hilarious.
I'd pay 2 gold coins because that's the color of urine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Golden.
I would pay. I'll tell you how much I'd pay, Jimmy. I'd pay $15.14. It's
that how much it
very
costs?
cheap item.
Oh, that's very cheap. It's a conversation starter. It sucks.
Hey, do you guys want to talk about how sucky this thing is?
Okay.
What I think is odd is the 14 cents. Let's just tack that on there.
Is that
at the
for
end.
shipping?
I don't know. There's only 4 left, so we got to
We
get on it.
have to act now.
Got to get on it. How much
manga-
was yours?
It was like $12.
Okay. So
It's pretty
equidistant.
cheap. It's cheaper than a textbook.
Hey,
Goddamn sure.
cheaper than a text.
Goddamn sure. If I was gonna learn whatever math it was, I've forgotten already. I probably would. If it was calculus, maybe.
I feel like this object's a little too lewd for our very wholesome manga,
Yeah.
which is odd considering manga has a reputation of being very promiscuous and parts.
Yeah, this one's very chill and
It's
nice.
very chill and nice and educational.
Yeah.
I feel it's almost highbrow in comparison.
I'd say so too. You know, you never thought you'd see the day when you call it a math manga highbrow in comparison.
So we got the decanter, helpful, wanting to help.
It does want to help forcefully.
Kind of a sophomoric sense of humor, but we know what that's like. Not the most.
I'm just now imagining, like, because there's like a lot of those, right? Like peeing fucking statues or whatever. What if it was a statue that just took a fucking shit?
Well,
and everyone was like, yes.
Very fun. Well, they've got the like pooping Santa candy dispensers.
Oh no!
Have you seen these?
No.
Yeah, it's a like a cheap plastic Santa Claus bent over, and you press a button, and like there's a trap door on his bottom where like little chocolate candies fall out.
Trap door on his trap door.
That's right.
Man, that's very funny. I had to decide in the moment.
I had to decide which one it was. But in this situation, I don't feel like they're on the same level.
No, one of them went to high school.
Now the
other one's just a young boy.
The manga books have to have a certain amount of sense of humor for what they are, considering they're kind of using contrived situations to explain hard to grasp things. So it's a certain tongue-in-cheek thing where it's a stretch, and they're like, they know it's a stretch, but they're presenting it in an entertaining way, and it's helpful also. But ultimately, it's very wholesome.
Now, Sajiko, we're in the bank. We're being held hostage by terrorists.
Yeah. Oh God.
And the code to the vault equals X. Now, on this sheet of paper,
here's the equation.
X equals, and Sajiko's like,
Sajiko's actually just Kathy from the comics, and the terrorists are you, Jimmy, who's asking everyone just to take a minute.
Just take a minute. And
take a little break while I try and figure out this complex equilibrium. Wait.
Garfield's there too for some reason. It's a comics party.
Like, I hate robberies. Ziggy's being super chill in the corner.
He says some fucking one-liner, and then the terrorists are like, "Hey, we told you to be quiet."
Jimmy, in this situation, you are the terrorist.
Then I do that. There's lots of me, and I'm armed.
I don't think that these two things are going to find love.
No.
The decanter's just not wholesome enough for me. It's
only 16 ounces.
Joke. It's just joke. And it's also alcohol.
And it's also, maybe you'll drink paint.
And maybe you'll drink paint. And it's not good for you
to
do that.
Learning math is good. Drinking paint, bad. Math, good. Paint, bad.
We should put that on a t-shirt.
Okay. Everyone will understand.
Go to Topico.
Tapatio.
Go to the Tapatio website and get a hot sauce with paint is bad. And what was the other one?
Paint bad, math good.
Paint bad, math good.
It's a Napster t-shirt. It's a Napster era shirt.
What does that mean?
Napster bad. Remember that?
No.
Really?
I don't.
When Metallica sued Napster, everyone was upset, and they made a lot of Flash cartoons about how the members of Metallica were fucking assholes, which weren't unjust in a general sense, but whatever. But they made one of the members, I don't think it was the lead singer, but it might have been, and he was just enormous, and he talked like a beast man, caveman.
Sure.
And he just said, Napster bad! And there was a lot of them.
Very good. I don't think that these two things are going to find love, honestly.
No.
No
matter how many times we say it, it's still true.
we have said it before, and we'll say it again. I don't think these...
But why not?
Because I said so, Jimmy. Coming up next is... our Strangers on the Street segment, where I go out and I talk to the people of the world about what they would rather. So hang around in right now. Would you rather have bubble wrap for acne or silly putty for earwax?
I think silly putty for earwax because it's not as noticeable.
Because it's like hidden inside your ears?
Yes.
What would you do with the silly putty?
I'd sort of like pull it out surreptitiously and play with it nervously.
You wouldn't get nervous that people are like judging you?
Well, I'd do it when nobody was looking at me.
Do you do things like that like now? Like when people aren't looking at you? Like do you like pick your nose or something?
I mean, I think picking your nose is pretty different than like having literal silly putty. Like presumably it's actually pretty sanitary.
The silly putty.
The silly putty. I feel like it would be silly putty is sanitary by nature.
That sounds like a 90s band. Sanitary by nature.
I think so, yeah.
What would you do if you had what was the other one? Bubble wrap for acne.
If I had bubble wrap for acne, I would get an Amazon tape as a mask.
What's Amazon tape?
Like the tape they put on Amazon packages, where it says like the newest Amazon Prime thing.
What about that tape like helps the acne though?
It just like, I feel like I associate that tape and that sort of packaging with hiding bubble wrap, so I feel like it would just work.
Interesting.
It's like a good ensemble.
What's that?
It's like a good ensemble.
Okay. Would you rather have your genitals do the talking for you or your mouth do the peeing for you?
So I feel like having your genitals do the talking for you, there's like a fair bit of US party culture where that's like mostly the case already. So I'm going to go with that.
Elaborate on that. What do you mean by that?
I mean, like when you go to a frat party, I mean, people are like 50% of the way there to having their genitals do the talking. They're like it's not literally that, but figuratively, yes.
Sure. Like, so, which one did you pick?
I picked the genitals doing the talking.
What would your genitals say?
My genitals, I mean, presumably they would talk mostly about sex, like they are genitals.
Sure. Or having to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
All right.
Though I will say that peeing out of your mouth being something that's done in private likely has no impact on your social life.
Sure.
But then maybe your mouth would smell like pee, I don't know.
Well, pee's, talking about silly putty, like, pee's pretty sterile too, right?
It's different though. Pee becomes unsterile once it leaves the body.
It's true.
Also, it's gross even though it's sterile.
Just the fact that it's like a waste product?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gross.
It's disgusting.
Okay, would you rather have your genitals do the talking for you or your mouth do the peeing for you?
Well, my genitals already do the thinking for me, so I don't want them to be overloaded and wither away, so I would say I'd piss out of my mouth. When I drink a lot, that usually happens.
Gross. You got one?
Yeah. I do mouth piss because then if I get the window seat on a plane, I don't have to stand up to pee. I could just do it into the empty cup after I drink.
You're not like worried about people like staring at you?
I mean, you're allowed to have your mouth out in public, so...
So you're gonna pee into cups?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
You can fucking sneaky pee all the time. Just be like... What I'm doing right now is I'm putting my mouth inside of a glass of drink and making a duck face. Imagine
Sneaky pee, TMU. TM, the sneaky pee. Do you have one?
I'm also going to have to go with mouth pee. I don't really want to have my genitals out just to like say stuff to people. So.
I never said that that's like the only way you can talk. I don't know.
Oh. Well, this changes things, and I would just have my genitals talk if my mouth could also talk.
Yeah, I mean, like, why couldn't it does the talking for you? I don't know.
I'm sorry, William S. Burroughs, the guy who taught his ass to talk.
What? What does that mean?
It's a tragic story about a guy whose ass learned how to talk, and then the ass tried to take over.
Oh, damn. All right.
Look it up.
How about, let's see here. Would you rather live 10 minutes from Disneyland or be able to order a free plate of spaghetti whenever you want?
Free spaghetti. Who the hell wants to live right by a tourist destination of all that damn traffic? So pasta, and I'm half Italian, so that's a natural fit.
So half of you really wants pasta all the time.
Half of me, yes. The other half of me says Disney, but pasta's gonna win out.
All right.
Do you know how many strip clubs are within 10 minutes of Disneyland?
I think it's like 0, right?
Oh, no.
Because I think Disney's like, no strips.
There's at least 5. And one bikini bar.
Damn, you know your stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do.
Do you have one?
I mean, to be honest, I think I'm too old for Disneyland. The magic of pasta never dies.
That's fair. That's fair. This one's one of my personal favorites. Would you rather sweat marinara sauce or have your head be the size of a fist?
I would rather shit.
That's not an option. Shitting isn't an option.
Which head are we talking? Are we talking the obvious head?
Yeah, your noggin on top of your shoulders.
I think I would probably would want to. I'd have to have my head be the size of a fist because if I sweat marinara sauce, I would never get laid again. But if I had...
You don't have a lot of faith in people.
No. No, I don't. But if my head was the size of a fist, all I have to do is buy a snorkel.
For eating girls out.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
You're thinking with a normal head-sized brain.
So I gotta ask, what quality marinara sauce are we talking here? Are we talking like from a can, or are we talking like fresh made?
Well, it's fresh made from your body.
No, but if it were like comparable to like...
I'll tell you this, it's chunky.
It's chunky. Okay. Chunky marinara sauce, I'm out. It's gotta be the fist head.
But if it was smooth marinara sauce...
If it was smooth marinara sauce, honestly, I think it might even be a sexual boon. You know?
Explain that to me, please.
It's a good incentive to have people lick me all over.
But they've got to be like partially Italian like this guy.
That still leaves a fair amount of the world.
How about you?
I would take the marinara sauce because if you move somewhere cold enough, you can hide that. Whereas the fist head, I mean, that you talk with your mouth. Even if you piss from your mouth, you still talk out of it as well. So people are going to see that.
You're talking about these would you rather stacking on top of each other.
I just assumed that was how these work.
It's worth noting that if you sweat marinara and can make a plate of spaghetti appear at all times, that is kind of like a synergy right there.
Yeah, that's both going together like peas and carrots.
All right. I'm going to go with sweating marinara sauce. I'm going to assume it's high quality and it's got to smell better than my current BO.
You want to smell like tomatoes?
Yeah.
And oregano?
Yeah, that sounds pretty nice.
Onions.
Yeah.
And garlic.
Sounds delicious. I would constantly be hungry. I just like wipe a piece of bread across my body and then eat it. Be great.
The part of your body that you wipe that bread across is very interesting. It's very telling about who you are.
Where my sweat? It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Oh, the sweat is everywhere. So.
All right. My favorite would you rather that I'll leave you all with. Would you rather only be able to eat Red Hot Chili Peppers for the rest of your life, or only be able to listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers for the rest of your life? Meaning the only music you can hear is the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay, all right. Are we talking about like blowing Anthony Kiedis? Or
no,
the actual Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Like an actual, 4 meals, you can only eat vegetable chili peppers.
I would go with the eating chili peppers. All day, every day, because fuck the band.
I'm just proofing. Hey, would you rather would you rather only be able to eat Red Hot Chili Peppers for the rest of your life, or only be able to listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
I was gonna make that joke. Oh man.
You gotta think about it. You think about it.
Could I eat the Red Hot Chili Peppers albums?
No, you have to eat the vegetable. But if you ever hear music in the world, it's the Red Hot Chili
I
Peppers.
feel like I would get acclimatized to the hotness of the peppers in my mouth, right? Like I would burn out my taste buds eventually, so that I wouldn't be able to taste anything, but I wouldn't care at that point.
Well, the only thing you'd be able to taste is chili peppers because that's all you can eat.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I like music too much. Even if it was something I liked that I could only listen to, I wouldn't want that.
I'm obviously in camp eat the chili peppers
Why is that obvious?
because the Red Hot Chili Peppers are terrible, and I love music more than almost anything in the world, and I'm willing to sacrifice.
It's not even just that you'd only be able to listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, it's that you wouldn't be able to listen to any of the other stuff you like.
Yeah.
And that the Red Hot Chili Peppers are terrible.
That's it.
Except Blood Sugar Sex Magic was awesome. Everything else sucks.
I don't know enough about that to know that.
I personally am excited to go on an all chili cleanse. I think it's the new dieting trend.
Yeah, bring on eating Red Hot Chili Peppers, because then no more meal prepping for the week. You know what you're going to eat. You don't got a plan. And you don't shoot yourself for listening to one band over and over and over and over and over.
All right, we got a unanimous group here. That's pretty cool.
How often does that happen?
Every time.
All right, cool.
All right, guys, thanks. Would you rather be a lamppost or a mailbox?
A lamppost so that I could shine light on the world.
Why do you want to do that?
Because it seems better than having stuff crammed in me.
All right, fair enough. Would you rather feel like you have rocks in your shoes all the time, or every article of clothing you own feels like it's 2 sizes too small?
Fuck, that's difficult. I would say clothing too small is better than rocks and shoes.
Why is that?
Because rocks and shoes would hurt my feet, and I'm okay having tight clothes. Because
It's not going to hurt your whole body?
I have awesome boobs, so I wear tight clothes anyway.
All right. Well, how about if the clothes just feel like they're too tight, but they're not actually too tight? Just like there's not actually rocks in your shoes. It just feels like there's rocks in your shoes.
Meh.
It doesn't change anything?
Nope. Doesn't change it.
Are you into bondage by chance?
That is not really one of my kinks, but I have been mummified in bubble wrap.
All right. That was a personal question, so thank you for answering. So, would you rather have bubble wrap for acne or silly putty for earwax?
I think silly putty, because nobody would see it unless I was playing with it. Like the bubble wrap.
How often would you play with it?
Well, if I didn't have to, I think I would just ignore it, and hopefully when I'm taking a shower, it gets like, turning your ear to the shower, the silly putty will come out.
Would you rather tend bar on Halloween or work retail on Christmas Eve?
I have worked retail on Christmas Eve.
So?
If we tend to bar on Halloween, though,
Yeah.
I think I'd rather work retail on Christmas Eve.
Really? Why is that?
Well, the store I worked at, so this is a very limited experience, it was a pool supply store. But it was in the Phoenix area, and in the winter, nobody would buy patio furniture, so no joke, we got in a bunch of high-end artificial Christmas trees. Like, I think the most expensive was $2,400. 12 feet tall, came in 4 separate boxes.
Yeah.
And it was actually fun just running around getting people their trees, loading them into their undersized cars. And the salespeople were making so much commission, they'd be buying us lunch and stuff. And when you're making just above minimum wage, free lunch is a pretty cool deal.
Yeah, that's like a real big boon is getting free food.
Yeah, relative to the $7 an hour is making, yeah.
What prevents you from wanting to tend bar, though? Because you get pretty hefty tips.
Yeah, that's a great point. I don't like dealing with drunk or loud people. It just bothers me.
Would you rather wrestle a drunk and unruly Benjamin Franklin to the ground and hold them there for 3 minutes, or fill out a full itemized tax return for Edgar Allan Poe? Keep in mind that Ben Franklin is half naked and covered in baby oil, and Edgar Allan Poe doesn't understand how money works.
Just because it'd be easier, but not easy, I think wrestling the Ben Franklin.
What makes that easier?
Taxes give me anxiety, and if Poe doesn't know how money works, I'm gonna be asking questions he doesn't have the answer to. Sure. And then, would I be held liable as like an accountant?
I guess.
Yeah, then definitely wrestling Franklin. Even though just judging by popular depictions of him, he's like 300 pounds.
How do you think it would go down?
Messily, like. I'm picturing him being so big that like I'm grabbing him and trying to knock him down and whatnot, and he doesn't even notice me. Like,
That's how big he is?
Like I'm just how hefty and strong he is. Like I'm just dangling off of him, and he's just like, yeah, whatever, something on the back of my head.
All right. Would you rather only eat Red Hot Chili Peppers for the rest of your life, or only be able to listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers the rest of your life?
I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, the band, so oh man.
That's the only music you can listen to is for the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
How many albums do they have?
I can't remember.
Oh, and wait, and Red Hot Chili Peppers, like spicy peppers.
That's right. Like the vegetable.
I think I'd get malnourished if I was only eating those. So
no, you survive. You're fine. You're gonna live
happily, or am I weak and tired and pale all the time?
You get enough nutrients from the peppers to live fine. You're just living the way you do now, but instead you're eating Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay, you sold me. It'll be the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I won't be happy about it. I mean, eating the food.
Wait, so which one?
The food. I'd be eating the food for the rest of my life. But again, I wouldn't be happy about it.
All right. Thanks. All right, so would you rather only listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers for the rest of your life, or only eat Red Hot Chili Peppers the rest of your life?
Can I ask a clarification question?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers, can they have cheese on them?
No, it has to just be peppers.
Okay, another clarification question. If I learned to play the guitar, would only Red Hot Chili Peppers music come out?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, the music.
Do you know how to play guitar?
I do now.
All right, how about this one? Would you rather you can only sweat marinara sauce, or your head is the size of a fist?
Can I have both? Because they're both fucking awesome.
No, one or the other. It's a would you rather.
I sweat marinara sauce?
That's right.
Yeah, I would take that.
What would you do with that?
Make pasta. Like, I would make a lot of money.
You'd sell your own bodily excretions?
If you sweat marinara sauce, why not?
Because, are you thinking people are going to eat this?
Listen, if I'm shitting gold, it's gold that I'm shitting. It's not shit.
True, but at the same time, would people eat that gold?
No one eats gold.
Fair point.
If that's where if I'm sweating marinara sauce, it's not sweat. It's marinara sauce.
True.
Why wouldn't you eat it?
I don't know, because it's coming out of you. I don't know. I don't drink my own pee.
But it's pee. If you peed lemonade, you drink it because it's lemonade.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh man, that was hilarious. I loved it when I said that funny thing.
Yeah, I loved that thing too. That funny thing you said. The one of them.
The only one funny thing in the near half an hour of what we just put out. Anyway, if you have any would you rathers that you'd like strangers on the street to answer, please send them to the pjccast@gmail.com or tweet them using hashtag the PJCcast. You can send us half of your would you rathers. If you can't think of another half, you can just send on over a halfie, and we'll take it and we'll marry it up. Kind of like what Jimmy and I did at the beginning of the episode, where we each had half and we put them together.
Like chocolate and peanut butter, or chocolate and more chocolate. Do you like chocolate?
I like chocolate.
I love chocolate. It's double chocolate. Anything that's called double chocolate, it's that's just chocolate.
It's better. It's better.
It's just
too.
regular though.
It's regular chocolate, but
It's like it's still just is it double or is it the same?
Anyway, take a look up for us on the internet where you find the PJC cast, which is everywhere. Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes Music. Send us, give us the PJCcast.chalk. You can give us a review on iTunes. That would be really great. Subscribe. Smash that subscribe button.
Smash it. Break your fingers off while you hit it.
Grind them into bloody stumps. And all of that jazz. Patreon too. But you know what? For another week, my name's Dane.
And I'm Jimmy.
And have a good night and get home safe.
And don't forget that Crunch Bar.
Wait, you said something.
It's in your back pocket.
Oh no.
It's melting.
I'm in a jacuzzi tub.
It's wet. It's sopping wet. Eat it while it's still a little dry.
The center, the core of it is dry. The outside edges.
It's like the 5-second rule.
Right.
But for
water.
like a puddle of a hot tub, like you drop it in, but you catch it before it hits like the bottom.
Right.
Is it still good to eat?
It is.
I'm gonna.
And all the bacteria is gone off of it because the chlorine.
Is that true?
I'm gonna say it's true.
I got all this bacteria in my body that's got to go.
Get it out.
Dip all my food in chlorine.
I'm on a very strict chlorine-based diet. It really flushes all the toxins out of my body.
Here's your latte. Would you like me to leave room? Yes, for chlorine.
I need to put a little bit of chlorine.
A little bit of chlorine.
Excuse me, are your teeth turning green?
Are you very quickly dying?
No, I'm living forever. What you see as death, as I see as eternity.
One of your teeth just fell out, though.
Yeah, but it's at least it don't got no toxins in it.
I'll put it in. Do you have any milk? No. All right, chlorine will do to put my tooth in until I get to a dentist.
I wonder what it is about milk that makes teeth and body parts okay.
And body parts?
I think it's...
Is that actually true?
Body parts go in fucking...
Ice.
Regular old ice.
I don't know that milk actually helps a tooth live or not. I feel like that's a thing that people say that I don't know that is true at all.
A myth. It might be a myth.
A myth?
Myth.
Oh.
Myth. Oh. Myth. Yes? Can I help you?
It's my daughter. She's pregnant.
Oh, no.
The father is a bottle of Clorox.
Bleach.